Well, let me ask you this shit. Was Birdman sleep on stage?
No, you know, a lot of people might have said he dozed off. That's what I saw, a lot of people. But if you went backstage or you look at some of the footage of them being backstage, they would take the playlist to the bottom speaker on the floor. So, you know, but I could believe that he might have dozed off too, though. You feel me? Because sometimes, you know, that be smoking that good weed. You feel me?
The word was, he took the blunt from Wayne, hit the blunt.
Yeah.
And that shit was strong. Even Wayne was laughing like BG was tapping him, and it looked like he trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
It's possible he could have reached something on the floor, but boy, he was out.
Yeah, he was out. Yeah, he was out. And they recovered it like that, you feel me? But shout out to Bird, you heard me? You know what it's in for. What up, Five?
Yes, indeed. Boy, that shit too strong. Man. Leave that shit alone. Leave that for the young.
I'm going to have to call him and ask him what that was he was smoking, you heard me? Make sure I never get hold of that shit.
Yeah, catch the op, slip and spin on them like a propeller. Do your homework, be just a gorilla.
BG, what do you think about his success from the time he come home to now? You think he's like on point?
For his situation, I feel like he on point anyway because he not dipping back into his same behavior of getting loaded or drinking or shit like that. So I would consider that on point. But it takes, you gotta think he did 14 years. Like he, you know, you don't have no way of catching back up or just hopping back out here and be. That's just like starting a new job again. You feel me? You got to start from scratch. Give him a little while to try to bounce back. You feel me?
One of the biggest things online lately has been the OG Murda.
I saw a couple of interviews and I saw him and Jizzle going back and forth. And you know that's Realness and Magnolia shit. You feel me? So I gotta literally be, you know, stay out their lane. You feel me? I could feel something about it personally, but that's Realness and Magnolia shit, you feel me?
Realness and Magnolia business, huh?
Yeah, that's their business, you feel me? So I can't really like, you know, be one-sided on it.
If you like a video, share it,
like the video,
or support the video, period, of either one, is it supporting them and is it choosing sides?
It depends, like with the video, if it's pertaining to going at BG or BG going at Murda, if I like, subscribe, if I like it or even share it, I'm in support of that. To me, it's basically like, because if he said fuck him on that video and I like it and share it, that means I might as well say fuck him too, you feel me? And that's where I have a hard time at, you feel me? When it comes down to niggas that I know, because you know New Orleans, small as a motherfucker. I know a brother of a brother of a brother or a cousin of a cousin. Whether it's Murda or Jizzle side, you feel me? Whether it's Turk or Jew side, just, you know, saying with internet. We all know somebody that knows somebody. Like, you might disagree with, you know, something somebody said or some shit like that, but I'm not really into, like, the internet disrespect, you feel me? And, you know, and that's what's thriving right now, you feel me?
You have a past or history with Murda? You know each other?
No, we just probably know each other from, you know, the city and shit like that. Not really like hanging or nothing like that, you feel me? You know, I'm out the Magnolia, so, you know, I'm just in my area or either my Gotti boy, you know, Gotti boy's partners, you feel me?
Tell him he gotta have style, you gotta switch that shit up, man, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be rapping all that as I proceed to hit the motherfucking weed. Nigga, you gotta switch that shit up.
Young and Thuggin' was the worst selling album in Cash Money history. You know what I'm saying? Go Google that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only motherfucking HBZ that don't have a plaque.
BG said Turk had the wackest, the lowest selling album on Cash.
Man, you wild, bro. You was wild.
What was the name of the album that he spoke of?
What, Turk or that Young and Thuggin'?
A low down nigga, always have, always will. Uptown nigga, young and thuggin', ready to kill it.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listen to Young and Thuggin'.
Did you like it?
Man, go ahead, man.
I
like it, bro.
I was just asking.
But you know, it's like kind of outweighing the work ethics. It's unweighable. Like how many albums Jizzle got? Jizzle probably got about 5 albums versus Turk having 1 album.
Okay.
When I be comparing them, I go back and listen to like the song by BG called Help, and then you got a song by Turk called Infrared. Like, that's what I would want to compare them on. Like, new wise, like, I don't have Turk put out something new?
And he put out a bunch of singles.
I'm talking about, like, album wise, a whole work. So that means Jizzle came home and dropped the album, and Turk ain't dropped the album yet? So, like that right there should speak volumes. In all, like, Turk gotta drop the album. We gotta see what Joseph hitting on.
That label ended, but for me it was only the beginning. Magnolia leaving me and land a 6-shot, let's get it.
We just in the internet phase of everything. Like, you know, everybody want the look and the clicks and the views, and I think we all want to get paid for everything. But just certain shit I'm not willing to do or compromise my character or some shit like that for some views and some clicks.
You sitting around here talking about I'm the last hot boy. The hot boys was built around me. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money when your mama still was giving you that $7 book of food stamps.
Did you speak to BG lately?
Yeah, I talk to Jizzle all the time. I talk to Jizzle a lot.
Okay. Damn, man. Does he say anything about Turk as far as
Like, we really don't, like, man, me and Jizzle.
good or bad? He might say something good about it.
Like, we don't really have those type of conversations. For when I talk to Jizzle, I talk to Stunner and the rest of the crew at that same time. Like, we don't really have those type of conversations. It really be like, you know, shit that we did when we young and we just laugh about that, you feel me? Or they feel like I dress like I'm from Atlanta now, or shit like that, you know, might crack a joke on me. Or either we talk about how I travel now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, they be like, but you really be staying out the way versus from where I come from and what I used to be into.
It's definitely crucial that you stay mutual because you in the middle. You in the middle, whether we like it or not. Like you have history with pretty much everybody who somebody, and being in that Magnolia, you know.
Yeah. Like right now, just all around the board, like the Magnolia is really at the forefront of everything, you feel me? Because everything pertaining to Hot Boys is Magnolia, Gladys, Lack, D-Boy, Killer Stone. You even got shit with Killer Stone from the past coming back up, you feel me? And just, you know, some people just finding out about Killer Stone, like how he really was a pivotal person in our neighborhood that really kept things together. Even though him and Giggity had been at odds before, that just was, you know, that was just for a season. But that really was like law, saying like certain shit you ain't supposed to do. And that was just letting them know, like, don't do that to in the hood. Like, it's that easy, you feel me?
So you see Gangsta and Ripple finally linked?
Yeah, I saw they link, yeah.
Did you think that shit was ever possible? As passionate as them was against each other, you know?
I didn't think it was possible. You know, you gotta put into perspective what times we in. Like, man, it's really hard for people right now, you feel me? Like, niggas willing to do whatever to get their bills paid right now, you feel me? And if I just gotta say something about this one person, and I know that I got somebody next to me that could squash it or keep it up off of me, some people willing to do that, you feel me? Like sometimes, you know, the money will cloud your vision and have you do some shit that you wouldn't never in your mind think about doing, you feel me?
Do you think them two linking up was more money motivated versus them actually drawing that bridge? Was it?
Whoever got the motion, niggas gonna follow whoever got the motion. If you backtrack and see who was out reaching out to who first, that tell you who got the motion. Whoever was reaching, that means it was dying down on the end. You feel me? Now you go back and backtrack everything and see who was getting more views and who would get the like that. It be the race will start close like edge, but when that race and the nigga go to win it, like, oh no, I gotta reach out. You feel me?
So you know Rip? Y'all have a history?
Yeah, I know Rip just, you know, from city shit and seeing him, man, and from him being from the North and I'm from the Magnolia. And I know his brothers too, your own Cleve, shit like that, yeah. Like when you say the Melf, we really ain't at odds all the times with the Melf because it's always somebody from back that kid to somebody too. Like if people don't really know, like Drew really lived in the Melf too. And then you gotta look, even in the Skiboo old videos, he said when he first came home, Onk and him was click clack and Onk out the Melf. You know, my partner called Onk. And if you go back to me being with the Gotti boys, that's where I hung with Onk. Unc is a Carter, you feel me? And the Carter is basically, all of them is a big family in the North. The Carters is a big family, from Matthew Carter, from Kay Carter, from, you know, the sisters Chris, and all of them is Carter. That's a whole big family, you feel me? And that's how I came in through Fino. And Fino really stayed in the same court with Juvenile in the Magnolia. And they had some, you know, a mutual respect from each other because they both stayed in the Mouth. Yeah. And Fino was actually one of the people that brought me to the Gotti Boys to rap for them. Because, you know, he had Gambino family, and then they had Left No Limit, and he had his own thing popping, called Surviving the Game.
Well, Fino was messing with No Limit?
Fino was in the group Gambino family. That's how he got started. From Master P, you know, fronting him, you know, the label money and giving him a house and, you know, his signing bonuses and all of that.
Gotcha.
But even during that time, I still was hanging with BG Derrick and shit like that. Because, you know, Derrick could come in the Melf and hang with the Driveway, hang with Sip and all of them from that end of the project. And Norris, a guy named Norris.
You ever had any beat or just hung around balancing Magnolia?
I used to walk home from school, you know, Fauché, and evidently, you know, I'm always gonna walk, because you gotta come straight down for rec to get back to the Magnolia. Either I'm cutting school and going into 13 or some shit like that. When you get to Fauché, it's basically like 13 and the third wall, Phillip and Claro, and everybody from that way. If you out the Magnolia, and you know, if you out the Magnolia and went to Booker T, you was getting your ass whooped, because the yo wasn't having it. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah. If you was out the Magnolia and you went to Booker T, you either got your ass whooped the first day of school, or you been ducking them ass whoopings. You feel me? Because that's their hood. The Booker T is basically in the Callio. Damn. And then, you know, back then I had a little name for rapping too. I would have been, oh, that's a reward. Like, this shit in the Magnolia leaving the game
why was that? But it was beef in the Cali and the Magnolia at the time.
It's always, you know, it's Uptown always gonna have beef with different neighborhoods, you feel me? And the Callio is basically like, not the whole complete Callio, not everybody from the Callio hate the Magnolia, but it's just specific reasons, like the Magnolia and the Callio just always.
With Slim being from the Magnolia, he used to be in the Callio. Why do you think that was?
And that kind of helped with the situations with the Callio, you feel me? Because you got Slim bringing everybody around and getting to understanding, like front of town Bub, Danny, Chaotic, and that was the front of town people, you feel me? And Nail and all of them. So we hanging together now, you feel me? And that kind of stopped all the friction from going down, but it also caused other friction, because now you got people out the Magnolia hanging with the Callio, and when they go spin on something, they like, oh, your boy out the Magnolia was in the car with them. And now that brings the Callio beef into the Magnolia. Whoever the Callio beefing with, now they spinning around in the Magnolia. I saw a boy in the car with them. Now they spinning around the Magnolia. And now somebody else from out the hood then got killed. That ain't even had nothing to do with that beef, you feel me?
That story you told about the dude that went in your sandwich bag said to him, come here, he said he made a sandwich. So your mama said, who the fuck made a sandwich?
Bro, when I tell you we grew up with so many bullies, bro, Bollock, Gaylord, Nussy, it's just Tookie, motherfucking Tippy, you feel me? Like, man, we had a lot of people that you had to navigate through the project. We had people like Wallace, bro, man, just terrorizing the neighborhood. And you just navigated through that because it was so normal to you, like, man, there he go again. Yeah. Like, man, go ahead, go inside. What do you want? You feel me?
That's every day for you, huh?
Yeah, like you be hustling and it be like, I can't jack him because he's like my nephew, and he be like, all right, I ain't gonna jack you. But everybody that come cop from you, I'm jacking them. Like, man, what are you doing? You making me hot. I can't get off my stuff. Because everybody who buy from me, like, as soon as they walk off, they're like, man, old boy just jacked me. That's basically like how Sinwar Fat was, you feel me? Like, when this man got back there, this man was on a rampage, because it was like people from his neighborhood, from out the St. Thomas, had owed him money in the St. Thomas. Now they come and score in the Magnolia. And it's just a shock when they see him in the Magnolia serving. Like, oh, man. Fat'll be like, man, where the fuck my money at? You feel me? And just, you know, teeing off on everybody coming through there scoring or whatever, you feel me? Like, you know, me being in high school, I done beef with people from different walls in high school. Now when we see each other, we can't do nothing but laugh and dap it up and think about, like, man, we was tripping. Like, we really was tripping over something that we don't even own.
Bro, do you keep up or speak to Stupid lately?
No, I haven't spoke to Stupid in a minute.
What do you think with the time that he's been gone, his mindset will be when he come home? You think he'll be on some mature?
I think he would. Think he willing
to let shit go as far as old music?
If I was in his situation, I wouldn't put myself in that type of environment, knowing like, you know, shit's just different from pre-Katrina. Like, you could move into a house in the East and be living next door to somebody who you had 20 years of beef with now. Cause that's the way how after Katrina, everybody just moved everywhere. It ain't no longer like, oh, this his section, this that section. It's just everybody scattered. That's what be messing me up now when I look back at shit and I be seeing some of my partners that's passed away. Like, man, some of my partners really got killed at 17 and 18, and when you look at it, like, we really was way advanced. Like, what we was doing trigger play at 15 and 16 and shit, you feel me?
It was the norm, bro.
Yeah, like man, that was crazy. That's crazy to me now that I look at it and I was like, man, I was really in high school, really, you know, doing gun shit. Like, you know, like somebody we know had a gun or owned some gun shit, you feel me? Like, man, we still was in high school when my friend from out of the 17 got killed, Termite. I probably could say I have more friends that's dead than us alive. Like, man, I really lost some partners throughout this shit.
More than 10?
Oh, way more than 10. I can name you 10, like Tuna, Philip and Clara, Kim, JJ, Magic, Termite, my other partner. Man, I can name you 10 easily. You feel me? Derek. And that's just on the other end, Nail. And that's even with Soldier Slim, just our crew right there, you feel me? I'm like, me and Laurel and Chaotic, and, you know, unfortunately with the Lil Real One situation, you know, that he's incarcerated, you feel me? And that's why, you know, I be smiling and trying to stay my best and out the way, you feel me? Like, don't know how hard it is to survive, like, in that type of situations, or make the right decision in that moment that could, you know, that could carry your life farther than what it is, you feel me? Nobody wake up thinking like, oh, this is my last day or some shit like that, you feel me?
Say, Lee, and at that time, right, heroin was popular. And then, you know, and I don't want to get deep into it, you know, you had your Turk, your BGs, but not just them, but, you know, you had a bunch of other partners, Melfa, I knew, that was young as fuck on that shit. Yeah. Was it ever a chance that, or a point where you almost could have fucked with it, dog?
I think I was already trained, like, not to fuck with it, because the people that I looked up to, they was hustlers and wasn't into using, you feel me? Because at some point, I think Slim kind of made people want to get loaded too, you feel me? Because Slim is really made the song Powder Bag to where, you know, he started, you know, rapping and talking about dope and all of that. And, you know, some people wanted to get loaded to sound like Slim. You know, mostly the killers that we knew coming up, they was like, heroin gave you a false courage to get, right? So why wouldn't you, if a felt you got loaded, they think like, oh, he untrustable, he a killer. And that's what heroin gave off to you, because most people that we know coming up in our age bracket, if they was on heroin, they would take a hit. Or go kill somebody and don't have to worry about not sleeping and shit like that. Crack cocaine was popping at one time that's the 95 Air Max era. I would put 95 Air Max with crack. But when heroin hit, it was luxury cars, bikes, motorcycles, and what I would say like Coochie and Iceberg. Like when heroin hit, for me, that's what I saw. I saw niggas stop wearing regular Nike shit to niggas start wearing. That's when I first found out about luxury shit like Iceberg and Coogee and Louis Vuitton and shit like that. Like, niggas wasn't buying that with no crack. Niggas was buying 95 Air Max and the, you know, sweatsuits and shit like that. But when heroin hit, I'm telling you, my partner Kenny Slim, like, I'm talking about in 1 week's time, he went from not having a car to having a motorbike. And that's what made me want to, you know, sell heroin. I was like, What did you do that fast? Like we were just talking about getting Jabot jean outfits, but all of a sudden he talking about, look, I'm about to get this bike, then I'm gonna get this here Cutlass. I'm like, hold up, we ain't selling the same shit, right? But then I think that's his. Then one of his family members had got caught with a bundle of heroin, and they was like, man, it don't look good for him getting bonded out. And when I found out how much time heroin would get you back then, that same day immediately I was like, it was a free for all, one time sale. Like, here, man, look, you want this $20 bag? Pay me back later. Yeah, like niggas was getting 10 years and everything. When heroin first hit, you was getting 10 years off a bag and shit. They talking about 20 years off a bag. I was like, fuck. Getting them numbers. Yeah, I was like, fuck the motorbike and everything. Now I'm like, shit, I'm about to get this shit out. This shit free today. I'm going back to slinging powder because that's the only reason I was into. Fuck the motorbike. Yeah, I was the only reason I was willing to convert over to her because I had this older lady in my neighborhood that was basically using me, like two older women that was using me. Like my mom and them didn't know that I was hustling. You feel me? So when I had crack, she'd be like, "Oh, give me a dime." Like I'll give her a dime 8 o'clock in the morning for free, just so she don't tell my mom or my Uncle Zoe or my Uncle Waylon or Eddie. But then she'll come back again, like after 8 o'clock, come back again like 11:30 and be like, give me one more. I'm gonna tell him. I'm like, hold up, you smoking more than I'm making. Fuck all this, you feel me? So when I found out once heroin hit and I tried the heroin and then I went back, I was like, fuck this, I can't fuck with the heroin shit because this is shit. Like, man, this ain't no regular hustling. Like 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm talking about outside lined up. Like, man, where he at with that? But then when I found out how much time you getting for her, I was like, shit, I can't go back to crack because they killing me. Because Miss Joni and Miss Shirley and them was like, pop it off or I'm telling your mom or your uncle and them. So I was like, fuck it, I got something for y'all. I don't have no crack, I got powder. So that's when I found my lane with powder because I was like, if somebody coming, most of the time people who doing heroin, they want an up or two. So I'll stand by somebody who's selling heroin and just, catch that little light wave.
This ain't no motherfucking marketing before no tour. This shit real. I don't play. It was marketing.
See, what fucks me up is that I thought when they did the tour, they dapped up and shit, and I thought that shit was over, man.
I told you, everything come with views, clicks, subscribers. I don't know if they prior discussed it or what. You feel me?
So you think that shit could be they could have put it together?
I don't know if they could have put it together, but I'm pretty sure
they saying certain shit that seem like they going after each other's neck,
Yeah, personal shit.
You was an internet hoe, man. You heard me, you know what I'm saying? You done turned into a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you addicted to this internet. You know what I'm saying? You be watering the brand down. You know what I'm saying? On the strength of the bag, you know what I'm saying? Have their arms around you and just was on some love shit, make it look good, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody trying to go talk about your catalog back 25 years ago. I'm talking about today, man. Back in the day. I told y'all, yeah, nigga was in a box, so nigga had favorites. But that was only in New Orleans. Outside the box, everybody ain't with you like that. You had fans just like I had fans around the world.
That's the part that I don't like. Like when they get personal, like when they be like, oh, he sound like he from Memphis and all of that. Yeah. Like, I be feeling some type of way about that. But I don't know if he's trying to do that on purpose, if he's trying to sound like he from Memphis on purpose. You feel me?
Yeah, I always say that too, sir.
Yeah. Like, like certain lingo he be saying, you feel me? But, that's one thing I can give Turk. Like, he don't get in his feelings about the internet shit.
Yeah, he joking all day.
Yeah, he built up a real, like, tough skin with this internet shit. I think an old person told me before bad news to travel the world for good news even put a pants leg on. And that's just the way the internet works.
I ain't had the money, so the shit was funny. Now I'm too turned, getting on their ass, nigga.
Joseph, everybody's saying Joseph is better than BG album. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that, I feel like the album good. Don't get me wrong, the album good. Production wise, I think Turk got him on the production side. And just with I think BG last album, I think everybody pretty much wanted him to stay in that lane when he came with Gold T Jizzle.
My baby promised me a whip, it never showed up. I told him give me 3 mil, he told me hold up.
That right there kind of had everybody on the tip and edge of their sofa, and they wanted to hear that BG versus the BG that he gave us. You feel me? And we still got to take into accountability that he can't, he really don't have a freedom of speech yet. He still got stuff that, in his past that's dealing with, got to send his lyrics through a judge and shit like that. So,
Bro, BG still going through that shit?
yeah, of course, you know that. You know that. He still got to turn lyrics in. He can't say certain things in his lyrics still. He's still on, he's still on probation. Yeah, and everybody wanted that same production from Goldmouth Jizzle, the dude Dickie, who did the track on that. Everybody wanted him to stick with that same like indices, that lane right there, the Gold T Jizzle lane.
Right.
And that's, and other than that, Joseph nice as hell. You heard me? I ain't gonna lie. Joseph nice as hell. He gave me a shout out on there too. Shout out Hot Boy Turk.
You ain't from where I'm from, you can't come where I be. Real Magnolia, old side TC.
Man, at the end of the day, Turk is a hot boy. You feel me? Like it's no way around that. Turk is a hot boy. You feel me? But fuck. You know how it goes. You win at a moment, and you just got to keep it going when you winning. You feel me? You just got to keep that momentum and keep it going. That's the hardest part right now for an independent artist. You got to learn the ins and outs for this shit. You feel me?
So it was official that Turk did get kicked off the tour.
Yeah, well,
My next question is, who kicked him off and why?
Man, at the end of the day, bro, it'd be a lot of feelings and shit involved with, it's always something, another day. Like sometimes you just gotta, I don't really know, bro. I want to say if I was in his position, I really wouldn't know. I can't say if I was in his position because I would act different, you feel me? I think sometimes you just gotta let the pieces fall, you feel me? You never know where shit gonna land at, you feel me?
You know I'm out the gutter. I put you in a puddle. Did I stutter?
Recently, I've been on that Kevin Gates, you feel me? Local Brazil folk.
You any history with Gates, with yourself?
Oh yeah, me and Gates, we really locked in from back when I used to record by this guy up in Baton Rouge named Gus Music. And Gates, that was Gates in them studio. So I actually met Gates while I was down in BR. So I've been knowing Gates for a long time. I'm talking about this prior to him taking off and everything. It's been my name. I used to do a lot of metaphors, and Gates was like, "Man, who that is on the song?" And then he reached out to me, and we just been locked ever since.
So what's it like for Kevin Gates and Magnolia Levee in the same room? What's that like? What conversation is like between y'all?
Oh man, this throwback shit. You feel me? That nigga always fuck with me. Gates actually know one of my raps. You know the raps from New Orleans Exposed. So Gates know that by heart, and every time he see me, he always run that rap to me. You feel me? And just tell me like, "Bitch, you ain't never changed." You feel me? And we had them type of conversations.
Ain't gotta pay to knock him out. Hold up, Mizzy still glitching.
The last time I was in New Orleans, I linked with Gates, and recently for the Hot Boy reunion, when they came to Atlanta, I wound up FaceTiming him and chopping it up with him for a minute.
What about you linking with him? Because I know he know you was a lyrical monster.
Oh man, like the label thing ain't really popping for artists right now. You really got to stand on your own 2 feet right now. And if you got that bag to do promotion, you pretty much can lead yourself to the land. You feel me? And man, I'm messing with the real estate right now, so I ain't even tripping off of the music shit.
What's the difference between Gates' success and like a Hot Boy Turk or a BG or success?
The success
is it the machine that he got behind him, or
no? I just think Jizzle did 14 years, so that kind of knocked off his personal fan base. Now he got a big old gap in between that for not dropping music for 14 years. But Gates been consistently back to back dropping, and Gates know his lane. You feel me?
Did we talk about OG Steppa coming home?
Oh no, we ain't talking about Steppa coming home. Shout out to Steppa, you feel me? That was a big win for the neighborhood and just New Orleans period D, you feel me? And by the laws changing, he was able to give his time back, and that's a blessing for his daughter and his kids, you feel me?
What would your advice be to OG Steppa about this internet shit?
with the internet shit, I don't really know. Like he a different breed. Like you feel me? Like some people could see in the dark. You feel me? And he like one of them type of people. You feel me?
Would you put Steppa on the level of a Lack or a Birdman or
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he
okay?
always that's OG Stepper.
Yes.
Ain't calling him OG for nothing. You feel me? Like he give you game wherever you slacking, and he been that way since a kid coming up. You feel me?
And I remember Steppa having a really tight relationship with BG, bro. You know where their relationship stand today?
Oh yeah, fuck. That's OG Stepper. You always gonna pay respect to your OGs. You feel me? So the relationship never changes. It's just it's just certain people can't be around certain people because they also dealing with probation and shit like that. And you know how that shit go when you're both on probation. You can't be around each other.
Like Levy come up under me. Like Levy used to be. I made a football team in the project, and Levy played on the football team. But Levy mama saved my life.
Bro, OG Cello spoke about when he was younger, he was
Yeah,
a teenager, early 20s or something like that. He said your mom saved his life.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I heard of the story. He actually told me the story. He always holler at my moms and everything. But Cello off of Willow Street too. You feel me? Cello literally watched me grow up. You feel me?
What did you hear when you heard the story? How did it go?
I can't recall it, but I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie to you. I can't. I just remember he told the story, and I don't want to just say the wrong story. You feel me?
It was a situation where like I was in the project, and she saw some shit before I saw it, and gave me a heads up on it, and let me come in the house.
What I want for my brother, I want for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit supposed to be. Like, ain't no big eye, no little U's. We the same. Work together as one. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you keep this shit going.
I feel like we don't call out each other. Not saying that you got to call a person out online, but sometimes you got to call somebody to tell them when they wrong. You feel me? And some people don't just feel comfortable telling somebody else they wrong. When money involved and everything involved, if this here person paying my bills, and I'm in a bonded situation, do I really want to call him and tell him he wrong? No, I'm gonna just go with the move with it. You feel me? Cause if I'm hurting and he got the money, what I'm gonna be like? How I'm gonna tell him something and he got the money?
right.
So
Wow.
that's that also draw the line with ego tripping and shit like that too. You
That's
feel me?
New Orleans mentality too.
Yeah, yeah, facts. Like right now, somebody can disrespect you on the internet, but if they cool with that person and he paying some bills for them, they ride with him. You feel me? Fuck it, right or wrong, we gonna stand with it. Stand with this shit, even though they know it's wrong. You feel me? And you don't have nobody that's willing to jump up and tell a person when they wrong out up in. You feel me? Because it's a line that gets drawn, and we all done saw somebody that done crossed over the line. But we know where it's leading to, but why not stop him ahead of time? Why not pull the OG card and be like, bro, you down bad, bro. You know this issue gonna be it's a crash out test, you feel me? Life short, you feel me? And I tell you, I deal with my own situations too, like wanting the lamb, you feel me, and shit like that. But being humble enough to be like, nah, that shit really don't mean nothing to me. I'd rather take my whole family on a trip and shit like that, you feel me?
Yeah,
And,
damn.
I, and money really don't move me, bro. I ain't really no money type nigga. Like I've been told you that from day one. What I told you, we'll never fall out about money, right? I've been told you that. Like as soon as we started this shit, even if it wouldn't have popped, I told you, say, bro, me and you really we can't fall out about no money shit.
I remember that shit, yeah. You ain't say can't you said we'll never fall all about money. That what you said. What you said.
Yeah.
I remember you said a couple
Because
times.
most of the relationships that I see with my partners and them falling out from this rap shit, bro, it really be like money shit. You feel me? Like some people think what I could say, if a nigga give you an opportunity, sometimes the opportunity worth more than money, you feel me? And somewhere via the lines of when this person don't do the right thing with their money, it come back to haunt them and then they feel, some type of way about it, you feel me? And if the other person did right with their money or they got a bigger break than you.
Yeah. Create situations, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes indeed.
And
Oh man.
I ain't gonna lie, man, this internet shit, bro, I love the internet and I hate it at the same time. Like our words can really be taken out of context from it depends on how the person hid and who relayed a message to him, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was.
This should have had your best friend like, man, you feel this here type of way about some shit. You feel me? And you be like, bro, like, man, don't call me on no internet shit, man. Call me on, you know, I pull up. You feel me? If I got a number like, and we have a disagreement, I'm with pulling up. I ain't with this. Hit me via him and shit like that. You feel me? Like I told you a while back when I told you I felt like I was better than Soldier Slim, and he told me like, chill out, Levee. You ain't even did enough in the game. You feel me? And I never understood what he meant by that. And that comes with like, I can't be talking about I killed 3 people and only killed 1. To a who damn near, you know, been slinging around on the block for life, you feel me? And that was a nice way of putting me in my place. Like, you know how the old folks tell you, God, bless your heart, bless your heart. That was his way of telling me that, like, Levee, you ain't did enough. you know, I got to son you on this one, you heard me? And that's just something that we grew up on. Like, you got to put in that work for real to you, but, you know, and you being young, you thinking like, well, I could jump, I could skip the steps if I feel like I'm better than him, you feel me? Even with Jim saying he better than Nas, and Jim went viral for saying he better than Nas versus if he would have been like, Nas, oh man, Nas a legend, I'm gonna leave that alone. If the clip wouldn't have went viral. So now I might as well get online and be like, oh, I'm better than Juvenile, I'm better than Soldier Slim. You feel me? And they'll be like, did this fool just say that?
But everybody gonna watch it though.
Yeah, everybody gonna watch it. Watch it. I'm telling you, we gonna say this here half of the clip, and you drop a thing and do a clip and say Levee says he's better than Soldier Slim. Now watch how viral that shit go. I'm telling you, they gonna run with it.
Yes, indeed.
They're gonna be like, man, that Levee must be on that dope.
I might do that too. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Levee says he's better than Slim. I could give you all the reasons why I'm better than Slim too.
Bro, damn, he ain't lying.
He's gonna run. I know that boy just said that.
He gonna have to just hear you say it. I just want him to say it. He gonna click on it just to hear you say the shit.
I could take it there. I really can embarrass you, bitch. But I ain't gonna do that, bro. Because I don't want to say nothing where I put a spell out there. I don't want to say nothing that I really don't want to see happen. I don't want to say none of that.
That'd be my problems with certain, like, you feel me? Like, if you my mans and you saw me do some crash out shit for you before, I feel like it should never be where we ain't speaking or you holding back on something or you feel some type of way about the interview. Like, a lot of be feeling some type of way about this interview shit too, like getting in their feelings or feel like the story wasn't completely true or throw some razzle and dazzle on they shit or something, you feel me? Like, I don't do that razzle and dazzle shit, you feel me? I don't when I tell my stories, it be something that really happened. I don't throw no razzle and dazzle on my shit. Or nigga might feel like, oh, I'm getting a little too popular on the interview scene and he wanna jump in the lane now too. You gotta deal with that too, like friends that grew up with you that was there through some of the things too, and now they want to put their 2 cents on the interview, and it grows animosity towards you, cause you get in the interviews, or I say something and they feel like it don't went that way. Now they doubling back, hitting Wayne, like, say Wayne, let me do an interview. Like, I don't, you know, this should be a lot of job shit come with this shit too. You feel me? And you really gotta be really cool headed, cause it'll be a nigga that you really look up to the whole time telling you don't do something and he wanna do it. Or even Mad Day. Like when Mad Day come, I'm against that shit. Like if me and you do some shit and it don't work out on your end, they pistol whoop you or pistol whoop me, and we've been holding this in forever. We went on a lick and I wound up getting pistol whooped, and you wait till me and you fall out, then you about like, yeah, bitch, tell him about when we robbed old boy and they pistol whoop you. That's fake shit to me. That's fake shit. Like, no, don't wait till that time. Like that mean you been holding that in for to keep me up under you or your foot on my neck. Like, nah, we went on a lick, I got pistol whooped or you got pistol whooped. It happens. Like I'm not that type of nigga where I'm gonna wait till it's Mad Day. Like if it's Mad Day with me, I'm really on some old school shit. Like, nigga, we about to pull up and scrap it out or whatever, you feel me? We ain't even gonna never fuck with each other again. But I ain't about to pull your skeleton out the closet for the internet and be like, oh, you's a job ass nigga. You cried when your brother got shot and all that type of shit. Like, that's some new era. Yeah, that's some new era lame shit. Like, nigga, that's lame. I really want to put this in black and white. That's lame shit. If you bringing up old stories that you had with a nigga and some shit went down and now you mad with him and you say that, that's lame shit, homie. That is lame shit, bro. Like, I don't get that shit. Like, that shit be irritating me. Like, that shit, that's the type of shit, but that also come with the clicks and likes again, you feel me? Niggas trying to get them subscribers and that chick clear.
Got this new video and new single, you know what I'm saying, that Juvie about to put out. You did. Then I got another video, you know what I'm saying, with me and Juvie. You did, that's about to come out. You dig. And then, you know, I got this song with me and Weezy.
I really am a Wayne fan, but personal wise, I'll be having a problem with him, like personal shit, like, you feel me? Like, I don't like the way how he move when he stamps something, you feel me? Like, he don't, it's like, to me, he don't stand for nothing when he's standing next to you. He'll just, you know, he's just there. In this era right now, Weezy is considered a big homie. Don't get me wrong, Weezy might be just Weezy to us, but to other artists and shit, he a big homie. And when you see something like a Pusha T and Drake beef, like, you gotta literally verse your opinion. Even though you don't want to, you gotta take sides. And I'm one of them type of people. If I'm standing next to you and the wall on, ain't even questioning if I'm lollygagging or with somebody else. Like, man, we over here. If we gonna both, if niggas shooting at us, we both getting shot down. Like, you gotta stand with Drake. Like, I don't feel like he be putting forth effort, like, to let niggas know when it's a time to play and when it's a time not to. You feel me? Like, just can't say anything to me about no Juve or no Jizzle who ain't in our circle. Like out of here, you feel me? It don't be Weezy, don't be feeling no type of way. He just don't express it online. But that's the type of shit I don't like. Like, you gotta stand with it when it's up in Berlin. Like, the Drake and Pusha T shit really started from some Weezy shit and Drake jumping off the cliff for Wayne, you feel me? And now you still able to sit at a table with Ross when Drake and Ross at odds, you feel me? I can't do that, you feel me? Yeah. And that's the only part I don't like about Weezy. But for us, his music, Weezy a genius. Yeah, sometimes he rap like he don't want to get older, but he stays out of the regular circles. Like, who over there who we know? Like, nobody really over there besides Gutter, Mac, and Mac don't fuck with the music shit no more, you feel me? But Gutter over there, and I know Gutter love the music. You got Jay Jones over there too. But the stamping just ain't.
Like Cash Money?
Yeah, I'm talking about Young Money. Yeah. But I think the album was a solid album. It's just like, now it's like almost a hate train in cancel culture. That's basically like what just happened with Essence. Like, man, talking about Essence was empty. I went Saturday night, bro. Essence, it probably was empty at 8 o'clock when doors first opened, but 9:30, 10 o'clock, man, that shit was packed. But it's for the views and clicks now. Oh, he got these many views from saying something negative about the Essence. Oh, they wasn't able, the ticket sales was down and all. So what we gonna do for the views and the money? We gonna say, oh man, this shit was garbage. Like, if you told me it's seafood at what everybody been going crazy over there, seafood burl at right? Okay. Somebody went reviewed it and say the shit was garbage. Why would I take my $30 after I just told me it was garbage, and then I'm gonna go get the seafood burl too and do the same video you just did? Oh, this shit ain't hit no shit. To me, that ain't nothing but clicks, likes, and subscribers. So
because they see it going viral.
Yeah, so niggas ain't even being organic no more. That's like a nigga came all the way from, the guy came from St. Louis or somewhere to do food reviews in New Orleans and got 1 million views off of saying shitting on New Orleans about they food ain't good as people saying it is and all of that. Why would I do a good review when I got 1 million on a negative one? I'm gonna say this shit hella nasty every time now.
That's it. That's all I tell people before they want my advice about coming to YouTube. I say you can't handle
thick skin. Yeah, you get this shit. You really got to get out of your feelings now, and that's a problem that I'm dealing with also personally. Like I don't, even with D1 situation, like D1, we all know he don't mean no harm, but just him bringing up Jim Jones and the Rick Ross thing from previous interviews where he was like, they did this, they talk about guns and all of that. That's also considered conflict. That's conflict. You bring up the right names for a conflict. Who's to say that they're gonna react in a good way and be like, oh, I understand you, brother. Ross might see you and be like, man, slap his ass down, you feel me?